Hey, what's up, soldiers? My name is GregFPS, the Zombies Extraordinaire, and welcome back to another video here today on the channel. Today, guys, we're going to be counting down the top 10 worst Treyarch zombies maps. Now, a lot of you guys were very vocal on Twitter, as well as the comments of last week's episode where I did the top 5 best burst weapons in Treyarch zombies history. And I think this is going to be a really interesting episode looking at the results. I haven't even looked at them yet, so I'm just going to be going as soon as this video starts and kind of just going off and seeing which ones are actually voted for. Now, obviously, you're going to have the basics like transit, diarize are probably going to be there somewhere. Maybe ZNS, maybe Blood of the Dead or something like that. So I'm kind of curious to see how this is going to go. But before I get into it, I just want to let you guys know that next week we're going to be doing the top 5 worst Easter eggs in Treyarch Zombies history. So make sure you guys do vote. It's going to be the top link in the description. And also, right when this video goes live, I am going to be streaming the full Richtofen Easter egg in Black Ops 2, the end game, doing transit, diarize, as well as buried, doing all those Easter eggs over on my Twitch channel. So if that is something you guys are interested in, it's going to be on my Twitch channel, and you can check out the VOD later on if you end up missing it. But without further ado, guys, let's get right into the list. All right, guys, coming in at the number 10 spot is going to be Nacht der Untoten. Now, I probably didn't say it right, and that's still one of those things that people are going to say in the comment section, but that's okay. Nacht is the first zombies map. There's nothing too amazing about it except for the fact that it was the first zombies map. It was the first thing to really innovate in Call of Duty, besides probably like Spec Ops. And zombies is so special, and Nacht, even though it's the first zombies map, it really kind of showcased so much possibility as far as what could be done. Having the mystery box and wall buys and all that sort of thing was really cool. And I don't think it's a bad map, but people voted it as the worst map because it doesn't have an Easter egg. It doesn't have a song, at least in the World at War version. It does in Black Ops 1, and it's just the first basic map. So that's why it comes in at the number 10 spot, voted by you guys. All right, guys, next up on the list is going to be Shangri-La. Now, this map is one of my personal favorites as far as the Easter egg goes, but I can definitely understand why it only comes in at the number 9 spot as one of the worst maps. Now, Shangri-La is definitely very fun, but also very difficult. It's one of the hardest zombies maps because there's literally nowhere to really train or move around because everything is so close quarters. Now, it does have the 3179 JGB 215 or the baby gun or the shrink ray, which is my personal favorite wonder weapon, but even having an amazing wonder weapon still won't make it a good map. And that's why I think Shangri-La came here at the number 9 spot, voted by you guys. Next up on the list is going to be 5. Now, I personally think that this map gets a lot of hate for unnecessary reasons. I think that 5 is a really good basic map, and that's why I like it so much. I sometimes go back and just play Black Ops 1 5 for the fun of it, and believe it or not, I do still play zombies for fun sometimes, and I think 5 is one of those perfect maps to just be challenged but also have a fairly good time because you're really just killing zombies. You don't have to focus on anything else. You have the Eminem Easter egg song, which is always awesome, and it's just a really chill map. And there's even a pig. What can go wrong with a pig? So 5 comes in here at the number 8 spot. I think that it's a better map than that, but it's your vote, your opinion, so there it is. All right, guys, next up on the list is Tag der Toten, the last Treyarch Aether zombies map. To be honest with you guys, I think that this map is great. It's a lot better than Call of the Dead was as far as Easter egg steps go, and just an overall map. I really enjoyed having the brand new area, the facility up top, and the Easter egg is actually super fun, and I've even speed ran it and had a ton of fun doing it. Now, the reason I think that you guys voted for this one so much was because it was the ending of the Aether story. A lot of people weren't happy that you had, the, I guess, Victus crew, the story ended. A lot of people didn't like how they did the comic book type intro and outro, which was definitely a huge issue, I would say. So I can understand where people were coming from this. And to be honest, I don't think it's fair. I think that Tag is such a great map and it's a lot of fun. So I don't really understand why it came here so late. I think that there are definitely a lot of maps that are worse than this that should have been in the top 10. So I completely disagree with this one, to be honest. But it comes in here at the number 7 spot, voted by you guys. All right, guys, next up on the list is going to be Zetsubo Noshima. And to be honest, I don't think that this map is awful, but it definitely had a lot of issues at the launch of the game, or the map at least, in Black Ops 3. Now, overall, I just made a video like literally a few days ago where I was just going off about how bad ZNS was, and I had a really bad experience with it where I was like crashing multiple times over and over, and I ended up making like a funny moments video out of it, and I think it was really good. So if you want to check it out, it'll be at the end of the video. But overall, I think that DNS is actually a pretty good map. I don't hate it. I don't think the Easter egg is bad. It's really simple and really fun. If you are good at the map and understand how everything works, it can be a really fun and enjoyable map. So there are definitely people that think it's really fun, and there's people that really just don't like it because they think it's hard, or they just don't like the atmosphere at all. And to be honest, I think it's fairly decent. I wouldn't say it's good, but I wouldn't say it's bad either. But you guys voted it as the number 6 spot. Coming in at the number 5 spot is going to be Dead of the Night. Now, personally, I think this is one of the better maps in Black Ops 4. I really enjoy the Easter egg. I think it's different, it's unique, and the map has a lot to offer. And some of those things that it has to offer are not that great. Obviously, the red Nosferatus, the regular Nosferatu vampires are very annoying. The fact that you can't reload is definitely something that I don't like. And also the boss fight is kind of boring considering it's just one big werewolf compared to all of the other werewolves that you experience on the map. So for that, I definitely think it deserves to be one of the lower tier maps. But to be honest, I think it's a little bit better than 5 on this list, but you guys voted for it. Coming in at the number 4 spot is going to be Blood of the Dead. Mob of the Dead is way better than Blood of the Dead. The map is designed very poorly considering most of the Easter egg you need to use the shield for. The steps and different things are very cool, like the escort step from the cafeteria to the in front of the warden's office is really cool when you have all of the ghosts cheering you on and things like that. It's a great Easter egg step, but the fact that you have to use your shield for most of it makes it very tedious and very annoying, considering you have to work hard to get all of the different souls getting sucked from using the key. So that can be a little bit annoying, and that's why this map comes in at the number 4 spot. Definitely agree, this is definitely not a top tier map. Coming in as the first map with over 100 votes is Voyage of Despair. Now, this map I think is extremely underrated. I think that if people actually took the time to learn the map and understand the map, you can really enjoy it. I think the boss fight is one of the best in Black Ops 4. I think it's the second best just behind Ancient Evil, and I personally enjoy everything about it. The map is really hard, really challenging, and you have to actually use your brain. Imagine that. So overall, I think that Voyager Despair is a good map. It's fun to play. It has a lot of side Easter eggs as well, like the flying skeleton is super cool. The wonder weapon's awesome. I don't understand why this one got number 3. I think that there are a bunch of other maps like Varrock, for example, that are just deserve to be in this spot. But Voyage, voted by you guys, comes in at the number 3 spot. Coming in at the number 2 spot is none other than Die Rise. Obviously, this map's Easter egg and just general gameplay is not one that a lot of people like. The verticality makes the map challenging. Everyone feels like they're going to fall off the map 24/7, having to wait for the elevators and not really doing anything else to make this map super special. It doesn't really feel like a fun experience whenever people play it. Some people like to play it for high rounds and speed runs and things like that. But on the other hand, this map really doesn't have anything revolutionary, really fun to do. Besides using this liquefier, this map really is just kind of one of those things that doesn't make you feel better. It makes you feel more annoyed, if anything at all. So anyways, Die Rise comes in at the number 2 spot, voted by you guys. All right, guys, there's no honorable mention this week, but I did want to mention that I think Varrock and Shinonuma 100% should have been within the top 10. Both of those maps are not enjoyable or fun in my opinion. And yes, they're World at War maps, but I do still think they should be a lot lower on this list. And also, I don't really like Revelations that much. I kind of expected it to be in this top 10, but it wasn't as well. So without further ado, guys, let's get right into the number 1 spot. Coming in at the number 1 spot with 129 votes is Transit. Everyone expected this to be number 1 from the get-go. Obviously, this map has a ton of issues. The denizens, the lava, the fog, everything about this map is just not fun and very, very annoying. Having the huge areas filled with fog that you can't even go through, having various areas blocked off, including Ted when he goes to the power station and you can't get by him unless you have one of the parts for the buses, like the ladder, can be very, very annoying. And I personally think that this Easter egg is actually not that bad, but at the same time, it's not that good either. I think that this map, just in general, is kind of a map that you don't want to play. It's why a lot of people avoid it. It can be fun in public matches if you're not doing the Easter egg and you're just trying to troll people and have fun and things like that. But other than that, it can be very, very annoying. And that's why this map comes in at the number 1 spot for the worst map in Treyarch Zombies history. So anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you did enjoy. If you did, do me a favor and drop a like and subscribe if you're new to the channel. I would really appreciate it. Once again, check out my Twitch, which I'm going to be streaming the Richtofen full Easter egg quest on Transit, Diarized, and Buried. And also make sure to vote for the worst Easter egg in Treyarch Zombies history. My name is GregFPS, the Zombies Extraordinaire, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.